Happy shopping.
I'm Helen Keaty. I'm glad you're watching HSN. You know, we were just talking about some of our favorite shows, and we were talking about the show Hacks, which is the story of my life.
It's
it's a biography.
I'm like, oh, Helen's on.
Helen's on. Everybody come on over. Yeah, and one of the things, you know, we watch movies, we watch TV shows, we do social media, we have fun on our laptop. And this is Erin Berger, one of our top electronic experts here at the network. And this is honestly, whenever we talk about a computer, I never think there's going to be a 3 as at $369.99. It is a 15.6-inch Intel, you know, 128 gigabyte storage laptop that comes preloaded with a full version of Microsoft Office 365, and it's also available in custom colors that are exclusive to us here at HSN. And it's a huge customer pick with 479 reviews.
Wow.
That's a lot of reviews. So we have the beautiful diamond white. I've got the aquamarine sky. I've got the sun-kissed plum, which is what you have.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I'm doing the moonlight blue. So this is the moonlight blue. Now, I do want to mention we also have that Harrafin laptop bag.
Oh, well, yeah.
I feel like I always forget to talk about it, and it's so beautiful.
Nice.
I've got gray, I've got red, and I also have a third color that I can't read my handwriting. Ivory.
Yeah.
I was like, I cannot read my handwriting. And it's $39.99. And laptop bags are so expensive, and that is such a high quality bag. And I don't know if we've got one here, but
we've got one backstage. We'll get it out here.
Yeah, we'll get it out here at some point. And also the sling that we're going to talk about. And happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day, all the fathers out there. This, I cannot believe, for free shipping and $74, everybody can get a new HP laptop. With all the latest and greatest. And also, we're going to talk about what's happening to Windows 10.
Yeah, a lot.
It's going away, everybody.
We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to get through. Much like Helen is always the headliner. The headliner on this is, like you said, great big customer pick from the #1 selling computer company in America. It can be a little intimidating, I think, sometimes when it's time to buy a computer. So what we did with this computer is we said, let's put something together for the folks at HSN that is just all the #1s. Literally, like if you go down the list, #1 computer company in America, HP. Check. #1 screen size, the #1 purchase screen size in the entire country, 15.6 inch, check. #1 processor brand in the world, Intel, check, boom. The things that people ask for, like a fingerprint reader, so you never have to remember passwords again. We'll get to that, check. A more secure webcam, so there's a little safety switch to make sure you know when you're on camera, when you're off camera, check. It's all there. I had to turn and look, because I thought, $369, did we really do backlit keys? We did. It's a backlit keyboard as well, and we'll show you that in a little bit. So from soup to nuts, really, all of it is just built in to be a better computer experience. Now, what's extraordinary, Helen, of course, talks about the price, never me, but I will just point out.
How can you not?
How can you not?
How can you not,
like
Erin?
You
Come
said.
on.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
We've all used a computer that's an $800,000, $900,000 computer. So the thing is, when we use any computer, we expect it to function at that level, which is why it's tough to get great reviews on a computer.
It is.
A computer that starts with a 3 and has nearly 500 reviews on hsn.com, nearly 500 reviews, and is a customer pick. That's a computer you should get home and try. And we HP did 2 exclusive colors for HSN customers. So I wanted to just show you those quickly. One, it actually matches you pretty darn well.
It does. Hello.
You would have thought we planned it.
Yeah.
This is the plum. So that's the plum, and then on the interior, we did this really beautiful, like sort of a matching watercolor look or feathered look that is really special. Oh, thank you. Everyone's getting a mouse, so we even created the mouse to match. So there it is on the plum. And then I want to show you the aquamarine, if I may, as well. Because
yeah, I'm glad you're showing the keyboard, because that's also special. You can't get these, by the way, in any retailer or any store. I did want to mention it.
That's right.
It's how many left? 70? 70 of the diamond white. That's very limited.
Oh, wow. And this is actually, I believe, the only scheduled airing that we have of this over the next couple of days. So if you're joining us, if you're thinking, okay, it's early summer, yeah, we can officially call it early summer, but we'll blink and our kids will be back in school. I was looking you said Happy Father's Day. I was looking at Max's schedule. My son graduated kindergarten 2 weeks ago. And since then he's done sailing camp, and then he did a little another water camp at one of the local colleges here. And then my sister's coming to take him to Kentucky for 2 weeks, and then he's gonna be back in school. I mean, it just goes so fast. If you're thinking about a back-to-school computer, if you're thinking about a computer for summer, if your computer is just old and hot and heavy, this is a great opportunity, and I'd love to kind of show you that live here for just a minute. So one of the things that many of us notice on our computers is, that wasn't a very flattering picture that we left on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Don't know, I must have been thinking very hard.
It's not your new headshot.
No, I don't think I'm sending that one out. I can't believe that was actually just on television. Anyway, there's lots of things going on here at one time. There is there's the webcam that's built in. The webcam has this really cool safety feature that's built in as well that is a wonderful privacy shield. There's hsn.com is up and running. The Microsoft Store is up and running. Look, we've got high definition video and gaming, and it's not pausing, and it's not waiting, and it's not hesitating. So there's this extraordinary speed that, again, frankly, you simply don't expect at a sale price like this. It's the HP 15.6-inch, #1 selling screen size in America. We'll talk more in a few minutes about that Intel N100 processor, too.
Can you hold the phone?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't have my glasses on. What does that say?
That says sale price $399.99. Original price $559.
My price on my card is more than the price on the screen. The price on my card is wrong, and I did the VIP.
That was probably the last time we sold it. We probably sold it for.
I don't even. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the TV.
That's great.
So there is VIP financing, so you will have a year to pay it off with no interest, and it's about $31 less than $31 a month. My producer had to update me what the math was, because my math was wrong because my card had the wrong price on it. HP, you can see that right there, #1 selling computer brand in the US for the past 12 months. We've had that graphic up year after year because it's always #1 for many years. And you know, here, let me just mention this. I did go to an electronics store recently and purchase some electronics. It was different things that we don't sell here at HSN. And as I was paying, they said, if you return this, there's a 15% restocking fee.
Yeah, which is nearly $60.
Shocked.
Yeah, it's typical.
I thought, you know, we say it all the time, but no one has said it to my face in an electronics store.
Yeah.
You know, it was some like camera lenses that we don't sell that kind of thing here at HSN. But I was like, 15%. Even if I don't want it, I give it back to you. I have to pay you 15% for the honor of handing it back to you. I didn't mean. I actually paused for a second. I thought, oh, but it was like the only game in town.
Right.
I couldn't. We don't do that here. So when you buy your computer, and my computer I have at home is an HP that I bought during a presentation that we did years ago, but I haven't gotten a new one in a while because mine works so well. It works so great. It's an HP, yeah. And you'd have no restocking fee. You have 30 days. Play with this. If you don't love it, you can return it with no restocking fee, and you're not even risking the shipping because we're doing free shipping to send it out to you. And what I love about the new breed of computers is they don't have these moving parts, so they're not heavy anymore. You know, you ever had like a computer that's on your lap and you feel it and you're like, this is kind of hot. They don't get hot anymore because there's no moving parts. So more lightweight, and the battery life is amazing. What's the battery life on this one?
Nearly 12 hours, about 11 and a half hours. And
that's
a big
like
solid-state drive.
the highest battery life we've ever presented on air.
Yeah,
we've never presented anything with more battery life than that.
It's when you compare this, even to a computer from just 3, 4, 5 years ago. So let's talk about this.
I'm going to buy this. I need to get it.
Hurry.
Yeah, I have a desktop. I actually don't even have a laptop.
You don't have a laptop?
Because I don't go anywhere.
Well, you're gonna.
I'm gonna.
So you better
I need one. I know. I'm gonna start going places. I know, because I love my desktop that I got from HP. But yeah.
Honestly, I love my HP desktop too, and I do use both. But if I had to choose only one to have, it would be my laptop.
It'd be a laptop. But you know, I think that some people are at home and they're saying the price is so low. How could it be good? I swear that's our #1 thing that people are thinking.
100%. I mean, how do you go? Well,
How I don't get
Come
it. How
on.
could it come
yeah,
on?
what do we miss? So let's kind of talk about that, and let's take a look at it for a minute. One of the things I really like about the computer is it has this oversized touchpad. So with the oversized touchpad, you can do what I'm doing right now. You can take your fingers and you can pinch and you can zoom and you can scroll. Helen was talking about our return policy. Maybe you would typically need reading glasses to see a return policy. Well, here you can see.
I would.
You don't.
I would typically need
Now
reading
I don't think you would typically
I can see
need
far away, but not up close.
Yeah, so whatever your situation, you pinch, zoom. You don't. It's not reading glasses on, reading glasses off. You know, depending on if you have a full screen or a large screen or a small screen or multiple screens open at one time. That is one of the really nice things about it. And again, I'll just mention the #1 screen size in America is the 15.6-inch screen. It's the most preferred. The other thing you'll notice is, of course, the speed with which we go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And that is because of another big #1. HP is the #1 computer brand, but you might have looked at the price and thought, okay, well, probably they'll do the #2 processor in the world or the #3. I think that would have been a reasonable thing had we done it, but we didn't. This is bum, 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 Intel inside. This is the #1 selling processor brand in the entire world. Bum, 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 Intel inside. In fact, it's not only Intel inside, it's not the introductory, it's not the beginning level, it's the Intel N100 processor, which is a wonderful quad-core processor. Here's sort of what that means for you. If the computer you have right now is slow, if it's hot probably because it has moving parts. It's probably not a solid state drive like this. This is a 128 gigabyte solid state drive, so there's no moving parts. If your computer's hot, if it's heavy, if it's slow, any of those kind of things, you're going to see a significant difference in this computer than one from, say, 5 years ago. And I want to show you that right now in black and white. So if you're just kind of half listening, this is the time to really look at the TV. It's up to 12 times better 3D gaming and up to 8 times faster high-definition video conversion compared to a computer from just 5 years ago. So you saw those, statistics written out in black and white right on your screen. Those have been through a million different tests and sort of checks to make sure those were the right numbers. This computer, compared to a computer from 5 years ago, so that's 2020. That's like around the time the pandemic started, which seems like it was yesterday, right? But that was 5 years ago. We're not comparing this to a computer from, 2012. We're comparing it to a computer from 5 years ago, up to 1,200% better gaming, up to 800% better high definition video. Helen, video is something that we all use every day. You put in a search, you go to Google, do a Google search, and your replies will come back in, do you want video, do you want photos, do you want text, do you want it all together? You know what I'm talking about, right? You click across the top and you can say what you're looking for. Video affects all of us every day. So even if you're going, well, I don't do a lot of 3D gaming, Aaron, that 1,200% 3D gaming being faster, that's great, but that's for the kids. Do you watch Netflix? Do you watch YouTube? Do you ever do a search online, look for a clip from an old show or whatever? Anything that's visual like that. We're not saying it's 10% faster or 30%, 50. In our industry, in television shopping, if something is 20 or 30% better, it like warrants a today's special, right?
Yeah.
This is 800% faster. It's a big difference.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And how many presentations do you have today with this?
This is my only presentation today of this. I have a contingent presentation. It doesn't sound like we'll have enough tomorrow night in your 10 o'clock show like we're talking about.
Or really
as of now,
later
I have
on
0.
tonight.
Sorry, which is later. Sorry.
Yeah.
What I mean is,
10
I'll
o'clock.
go to sleep once and then it would be
right. We'll go to sleep. We'll go to sleep once, come back. It is later on today.
But I have 0 presentations is
so
the answer.
that's what this is. Oh, okay.
This is the only scheduled presentation, in fact, of any computer period until the 21st of this month.
Oh, wow.
So this is one of your final opportunities.
Right, and I think about, back to school. I know school just ended, so it's silly to go back to school, but, as a mom, I know that you think about what kind of computer does, my baby need my baby's, by the way, 25, I still call her my baby. And what kind of computer do I need? Because I'm thinking about my ever-changing computer needs, because I didn't travel a lot on the desktop, but I'm going back to tomorrow. Later today is my last day here at HSN. I'm going back to being a stand-up comedian. going to travel around the country full-time, follow me on my Instagram. I'm the official Helen Keeney, and then you can follow my adventures and maybe come out and see me at a club. I will need a travel, and I will need a new laptop. And you know, I will say I love my HP desktop so much, I would get the HT laptop, and I love the custom colors.
Yeah, they
I
look
would, of
great,
course, get the
right?
pink one.
Of course you would, because that's what you wear every day.
And $369.99, honestly, what would make me, I think I'm gonna get this because of the processor.
So that is the number one thing, you know, I would say is first computer brand, HP. I don't need to talk about it, right? HP speaks for itself. It's the number one computer brand, also the number one inkjet printer brand in America. You know you're in good hands there. The next thing is, okay, you see the house, you can tell it's a pretty house, you know it's a nice house, you know it's a good neighborhood, and then you're like, well, is it, as the three pigs said, is it built out of straw? Is it built out of wood? Is it built out of stone? And that's the processor. The processor is really the foundation on which everything else is laid. This is the number one processor brand in the world. Not just at HSN, not just in the US, not just in North America, you get it, right? Globally, Intel's the number one processor brand in the world. It's one of the top 10 most recognized brands in the world, period, because they do such a good job, really. I mean, there are few people that can compete on any level. Intel inside, it's the Intel N100 processor. Something else that Helen mentioned earlier that's really key. So there's 4 gigs of RAM. RAM is important for speed online, for multitasking. We've shown you the multitasking here is pretty extraordinary. I've got, I think 5, let's see here. I've got 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4. I've got 5 things up and running all at the same time. But that next number, you see 128 gigabyte of storage. That's a big deal too. So first of all, let's talk about the type of storage. It's what's called SSD, solid state drive. So what that means is, sort of comparing to previous versions of computers, you might have seen an HDD, a hard disk drive. With a hard disk drive, there was a moving component inside your computer that actually spun, it actually moved. So when you called up information or it needed to find information on its drive, the drive had to move. The problem with that is movement equals friction, and friction equals heat. So that would make your computer hot, it would make it heavy, it would beat up on the battery life. This is a much more modern technology. It's a solid state drive, so it's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. Lighter, it weighs about 3.5 pounds. Quieter because there's no fan. It used to be, as I said, movement equals friction. So our computers would get hot, so our solution to that was let's put in a fan. Well, a fan made noise, right? And also took a lot of battery life, which is why, again, even from when I started at HSN, not quite 20 years ago, if we had a computer that was a 4-hour or a 5-hour battery life, we were shouting it from the rooftops. We're more than double that now. This computer is more like 12-hour battery life, but still only weighs about 3.5 pounds. So the whole point of all this, if you haven't bought a new computer for a couple of years, there have been huge changes from AI to ChatGPT that inform the way this computer was built, was made, and will perform for you, mostly in that it is easier and faster.
Yeah, and again, if you have an HSN card, it's got, I don't even know why I'm looking at my card because it's wrong, but we've got VIP financing, which means if you buy it with your HSN card, or we also take our sister network QVC card, you get a year to pay it off with no interest. And Sam, you said it's under $31 a month? Under $31 a month. To get your HSN card, go to our website, hsn.com, put an HSN card in the search, or call that 800 number, 695-1418. And then you get your HSN card, which is a great card to have if you're a regular shopper here. You get an extra flex payment on pretty much everything. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to do, you want to do, you may say, you know what, I love that idea of spreading out the payments, but I don't want another credit card. You can use the credit card you already have, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, debit card, Apple Pay, and we're doing 5, is my card wrong on this too? I should check with my producer. Do we have 5 FlexPay on this We do. Oh yeah, my FlexPay is wrong. What is it? 70, so there it is on the screen. Okay, so $74 a month on the credit card you already have. You know, so you could take out your Amex or your, you know, whatever, MasterCard, and $74. $74. That's like, you know, you go out to a nice dinner, $74. That's actually, if you're lucky, you get a brand new laptop. And I know people have asked me over the years, Aaron, they're like, how, I don't understand like your prices. Well, there's no store We talk to, Aaron is the representation that works with HP. They talk to the buyers and they say, what does our customer want?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they want this, they want it lightweight, they want a long battery life, they want the backlit keyboard, they love that, that's a luxury. I'm so actually surprised it's in this one. They want custom colors, that's one thing that we love. We want it to be fast, we want it to be easy, we want it to be updated, and we want Microsoft 365, and we don't want to pay for it. We spoiled. So you're getting Microsoft 365 already built in. You don't even have to download it. It's like, how do you download it? I'm gonna say to my husband, honey,
I don't think it's gonna work that way.
No, that's not how you download it. It's already downloaded, and it's a full version, right? It's not like a junior version or a student version or something like that.
It's Microsoft 365 Personal, so this is what it is. It's Microsoft Word, Excel.
Neither one of us are able to balance that cardboard box, though. That's why I'm laughing.
It's not the world's best stand, to be frank. The box is fine, the stand is not great.
Yeah.
It's a full version of Microsoft Word, PowerPoint. All of a sudden, I've forgotten. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher.
It's not like it's 2 in the morning or
I'm like, what is happening in my brain right now? I say this all the time. I have to say them in one order or I screw it up big. So,
I could remember any of them. I remembered Word.
We're
That's the one I use.
I can tell you this. If you went to Microsoft's website right now and looked for this version.
The price has gone up.
It has gone up. So if you pay for it all at once, it's less expensive. It's $99.99. If you want to pay for it monthly, it's $10 a month. That's $120. We've already paid for it for you. It's included in the price. So a full year, which is conservatively a $100 value of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, Publisher, is already in your computer. In fact, don't look for this box when you get your box home. This is really nicely and tightly packaged. It has to be, of course, to be able to ship a computer across the country. But you don't need to look for the Microsoft 365 box because we've put it.
Right, it's already in there.
Preloaded it for you.
Preloaded it. And when I'm looking at the regular price of $559.99, if you went to a computer store and said, give me the computers in your $500 price range, they'd be like, we don't have any. Honestly, I don't think they even have anything. So the fact that it's $369.99, I think about that. Like, how much did you spend for your last cell phone? And how long ago was that? I bet you it was closer to now, and it was more expensive than that. That's how extraordinary of a price this is. And if you're a PC user, you need to upgrade to Windows 11, or else in October, you're in big trouble because they're not even supporting Windows 10 anymore. So your computer will start to get slow and there'll be no updates. So what's going to happen in October?
So here's how. Thank you for you mentioned that earlier.
What is the avalanche of customers that are going to be looking for deals on PCs?
This is really important to note. So the way the Microsoft operating system works, many of you know this. There have been these various Windows versions over the years. Windows Me, years ago. Windows 7, Windows 9, Windows 10. We're now in Windows 11. They come out with a new operating system, as they did with Windows 11 a few years ago, and then a few years later, they will discontinue support, basically retire the previous operating system. That's happening. It's happening on October 14th of this year. So today's the 15th, right? So in about 4 months, Microsoft Windows 10 will no longer be supported. And what that means is there won't be any updates. So like antivirus and all of that won't be good. And all of your apps that you use and your program, all the stuff that you use.
All the new features for the apps
because those continue to update, right?
Yeah, and it's automatic and they update all the time and you don't even know they're updating, right?
That's exactly right. So as you notice, your computer will just get slower and more buggy, and
you can almost hear the music.
It's time. It's time. If you have a Windows 10 computer, what's going to happen is everybody
all at once is going to realize, maybe they're not watching HSN. How would you know that you need to, to get a new computer? You literally need to get a new computer. You can't convert from Windows 10 to Windows 11. It's a different operating system.
That's right. And so here's what we have seen historically, because it's not the first time that we've been through this. Like I said, Windows does this with their operating. This is probably the 8th or 9th or 10th.
They want all the new features. Of course they're going to upgrade. Yeah.
And so the trend that we always see is the closer it gets to that date where Windows, and there are 400 million Windows 10 users right now, still today. So if you use Windows 10, you're not alone. There's 400 million of you out there. As it gets closer and closer to the date, more and more people want to buy a computer, so demand goes up, supply typically goes down, and that means prices go up. So what I would expect if I were a computer buyer, if I had Windows 10, certainly, in the next couple of months, you're going to see, I would imagine, less computers available because a lot of people are going to need them, and you're probably going to see higher prices. Here's what I know for sure. We have an extraordinary price on all the number ones tonight. It's available to you, it's here, it's already waiting for you, it's landed in the country. HSN will have it to you in a couple of days, right? So what this means is you have the option now, sort of before it's front page news in the New York Times, 2 weeks before it happens. Oh yeah, hey, by the way, Windows is, expiring Windows 10. We're telling you right now, that is happening. It's happening on October 14th of this year. 100%.
Yeah, we're not guessing.
So it's been announced. You may or may not have seen it, but that's what's going on. So it is, it's a really good time now, sort of before that, the mania of, oh, heck, 400 million people need a new computer hits. It's a great time now to take the opportunity, and as you've said, there's no risk with 30-day returns,
I cannot believe it's $74 and free shipping to get a brand new laptop. And I'm gonna go through the colors one more time. We only have 4 minutes left in the presentation. This is Moonlight Blue. Now, Moonlight Blue, the keyboard is the silver. It's a standard silver, just like the white is gonna be the standard silver. You do get a custom wireless mouse included in the Moonlight Blue. That's Moonlight Blue. And then if you go to the Diamond White up here, you get a custom mouse that's diamond white. This is the beautiful aquamarine sky, but that has a keyboard that has a custom color, just like the custom mouse. You see it's got like, it's almost like a hibiscus kind of, print in different colors of aqua, very like kind of like Hawaiian is kind of reminds me of. And and that's exclusive to us here at HSN. You're not gonna see that anywhere else. And then the Sunkissed Plum, which was what Aaron has been demonstrating with, also has a special keyboard. It comes with the custom mouse, and you can even see the HP logo has that custom design in it, and then the keyboard is also custom. And you said that that's a backlit keyboard, or no, it does not have
yes,
that?
This is a backlit keyboard. It does
have a backlit keyboard.
It does. So, and I know we just have 2 minutes left, but if we could turn the lights off for a minute.
Maybe we could lower the lights if we could do that. That'd be awesome.
If we can, we will. And we'll show you the backlit keyboard. While we're sort of preparing to do that, we could show you the fingerprint video, actually, that we have right now. So there is a biometric fingerprint reader in your computer, and here's what that means. That means instead of remembering passwords and passcodes, and does it have 12 digits or 14 digits, and does it have a special character and all that, you don't have to worry about those things anymore. Your fingerprints become your password. So you'll see right here, I'm going to log in to my computer using my finger, using my index finger. Just
You're very dramatic.